Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. My name is Nick. No, it's not. It's Jeremy. We're going to be talking about identity theft today. I didn't steal Nick's identity. Just kidding. But in all seriousness, identity theft happens so many different ways. And today we're going to talk about data breaches and your identity with Tiffany Schultz, Better Business Bureau. Tiffany, certainly a topic that it seems like there's data breaches all the time. And you kind of think about, like, what's going to happen if a data breach occurs, and what type of information did they really grab or they really get out there? You really don't know. Also, you may not know that it happened.
Right. You've probably been a victim of getting a piece of mail from a company that you've done business with, whether it's a credit card company or it's your medical provider or anywhere that stores digital data. And when you think about digital data, you're looking at your medical records, maybe you're just looking at your address, your payment methods. There's data breaches all over the place. Some of them you may be aware of, some of them you may not. What happens is scammers want access to that data, and they are going to obtain that if the company's firewalls aren't strong enough, or if there's a data breach of some sort. They're going to get in there by malware or maybe exposing some weak password procedures. And they can access the data that the company has on file for you.
And you don't even know, right? This is the theory on this. My theory is you don't know what's collected. If you're not reading the fine print, if you're not understanding, what you signed up for, or what you're receiving, or what are they collecting from you, it's sort of like, how do you even find out?
You can't find out. You get a letter in the mail saying maybe some information was compromised and you're eligible to sign up for some identity theft protection. Maybe you get a letter in the mail saying that this happened, but no information was compromised. But you don't know what type of data they have on you. Do they have your credit card information? Do you have your credit card information stored in their platform to pay your bill? So is your date of birth in their platform? What did the scammer capture?
So let's talk about protecting yourself from a data breach. So certainly it's difficult. There's a lot of layers to this. But the first one is just don't overshare online. What could that entail? She laughed. You didn't see it, but she laughed. Oh, Jeremy.
You've gone down a rabbit hole.
Yes.
We really like to scroll on our phones, right? We really like Facebook and the other social media sites, and you're scrolling and you find an online quiz. Those online quizzes may be designed for fun, but they're also designed to capture personal information. What's your date of birth? What's your first pet's name? What's your favorite color? Those are all questions that a credit card company could ask when you open up a credit card or you need to reset your password. So be very careful about that information that you share online.
Very, very careful.
Don't do it, Jeremy.
And I would think, too, this is a good chance, not that I want to take this down another rabbit hole, but talking to your kids, too, about that, because they also might be out there, too, and they're exposing your identity and their identity, it's a good conversation to have with the kiddos, too.
And our teens do have access to those social media platforms as well. So they see it, they think it's fun, but they're really just exposing personal information.
Next one is check your credit report and financial statements often.
Regularly. So you get a bank statement, you get your credit card statement, make sure that you're going through those line item by line item, because scammers like to charge small amounts to those statements and thinking, it looks about right, I'm just going to pay it. Well, they try.
Think of all your subscriptions, $5, $12, $8, it would make sense. It adds up. It makes sense that would be plausible.
Right. And the credit report, you can pull an annual credit report weekly if you really want to. We recommend pulling it at least quarterly. Make sure that you know what's on it and what credit you have open. Annualcreditreport.com is the website. There's other websites out there, but you want annualcreditreport.com.
Next one is just updating your passwords and change them regularly. You got to do it. And again, you don't know when a data breach is going to happen, so you want to update this stuff.
Passwords should be long and strong. They should not be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They should not be the same password across all platforms, because if a scammer is successful on one platform, they can get in on every other platform that you're doing business on. And once they get into your platform, they can essentially become you.
And also, too, taking that step for another step further would be implementing the two-factor authentication. Such a great tool to have, just in general. But I mean, I don't know. Why wouldn't you?
So for those of you who are not familiar with two-factor is when you sign in with a password and then you get a code on your phone as well. That sometimes does not default on the platform. You have to go into settings and turn it on, but it's a great way to double check that you are the person who's entering those credentials.
And then finally, just safely dispose of your personal information. Always shred those documents. So you might be like, well, who is printing a document at this point? There's still documents being shared.
There sure is. Credit card statements, bank statements, anything with your name and address on, that's all personal information. You can shred that at area shred events around town. There's always free ones that are popping up. BBB does one in September. You can check with your bank, your office supply store. Do keep in mind that if you have an at-home shredder, once that material is shredded, it's able to be recycled. You don't need to shred it and then take it to a shredding event.
Why not? Double the shred, double the fun, double the security.
It is ready to be recycled once it's shredded.
That's good. And too, I mean, businesses can be caught with having a whole bunch of information. Could be this leading to a data breach, that they had all of those documents sitting somewhere and, something happened and now that's a breach. So, I mean, starting at home is great too, but I'd also suggest the business too. That's a great tip.
Or a company that has data on paper and they're not disposing it properly. So it's really important to not overshare.
All right, if you want to learn more about how to protect yourself from identity theft or data breaches, I bet you there's a place, Tiffany, that has more information.
bbb.org.
All right, appreciate the time as always, and I'm still Jeremy, not Nick. Sorry, Nick. But a great example. I mean, it can happen just like that. Just saying. Thank you so much, Tiffany.
Thank you.